times of the week where we feature faculty members from the school and also guest performers like you're going to hear tonight. It looks like a really great program, and I know one of the composers. I know it's going to be Wendy, so it's going to be a great concert. Lisa Pike is on the faculty here, and Karen Demsey, Elizabeth Rodgers are guest artists that Lisa is collaborating with, and we're glad that you're with us. I would remind you to turn your phones off so we don't disturb the performances. And for more information about our concerts and events, you can go to our website, which is listed very, very tiny at the bottom here, bsmny.org. We have lots of events coming in the spring, and including our series and other such events. So I hope to see you there. And I think we're ready to start. So thanks for coming.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you so much. Welcome to all of you tonight. You can see that our program is called New Beginnings, which is kind of it's many reasons. One is our first concert after COVID being shut down, but also there's pieces that are old and new again, and you'll be seeing as we go throughout the evening what pieces there's metaphor and imagery of evoking the hunt. This was the last one we were being called to come to the ball. The first year you were being woken up in the morning. I don't know if your alarm clock goes on that long, but that's what it's to be. And you'll see this throughout the evening. You'll be thinking, oh, well, what is water music? That's Handel. Oh, what is the two-bit contraptions? Isn't that two-part inventions? Bach, same last name, not the family line, but you'll get to hear all these different things today. So it's a really fun concert. This piece was by a French composer, Coquelin. He studied with Ravel and Massenet and Liszt, a few different people. But you'll be hearing another French composer coming up very soon. And again, they're in the forest also. That's apparently the French theme for tonight. So thank you so much for coming, and you'll get to hear the next piece that will be introduced by the flutist, Karen Demsey. Thank you so much.
Good evening. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so delighted to be here. I will never, after the past few years, take gathering in the same space for a live musical event. I will never take that for granted again, as long as I live. So I'm delighted that we can all gather here for this concert tonight. I hope you enjoy it just as much as we enjoy presenting it to you, because we've had so much fun putting this together. The next piece is for unaccompanied flute. It's called The Great Train Race. It's by a very inventive British composer, Ian Clarke. And the title is a little misleading because you might have the impression that it's two trains side by side. Actually, what it depicts are trains coming and going. Now, we're not talking about Amtrak. We're talking about the big steam engines, the iron steam engines with the wheels that start out slowly chugging and then gather speed. The metal wheels on the metal rails, you'll hear some of that too. So please enjoy The Great Train Race.
now. You never know what's going to happen with this one. The next piece is by a French composer, and she studied with Debussy. And her name is Mel Boni. It was Melanie Boni, but she went by the name Mel so that her music would be played because she was a woman. No one wanted to play her music. So we're going to hear Mel, and this is from her forest music. It's the third and fourth movements of that. Thank you.
Thank you. just say something about Wendy Griffith's piece. I'm going to let the music and the illustrative titles speak for themselves, but I thought I would put it in historic perspective because obviously the title, Sheltering Suite, and the date, 2020, shows that it was written when we were sheltering, which we were. And we had no idea if we'd ever play live again, but we kept hoping. And Wendy wrote the piece, and she's my favorite composer, so she sent it to me, and I had time to learn it. And I had to get feedback by sending her recordings of each movement because we couldn't get together. And she sent me feedback, and eventually there was a radio station that put out a call for music written during the pandemic, during the lockdown. And we got a couple of those on tape on the radio in New Jersey via my untuned piano. Because it was, but thinking about the course of history, this is part of our collective recent lived experience. In 40 years, people are going to wonder, why was it called Sheltering Suite? What does 2020 have to do with it? It will have to be explained, like the steam engine, and like some of the inventions in the next piece that you're going to hear. So I just thought I'd put it in a little context for us. There's a misprint in the last movement, which should be danse mécanique, not messianic. I think that's probably a computer glitch.
for something completely different. This next piece is in 4 movements. You have that on your program. And each movement is just so much fun. Jan Bach, unfortunately, he left this earth in October of 2020. We lost him recently. Equally admired for his French horn skills and musicianship and his skills as a composer. He wrote this piece in 1964 while he was a member of the U.S. Army Band, the Army Band in Washington, D.C., and in the composer's words, I was defending my country with my trusty French horn. So, gives you an idea of his sense of humor. These 2-bit contraptions, I'm going to read the subtitles of the movements because they're so well done, so well written. So the first one, second lieutenant, an ROTC officer whose military bearing does not quite conceal his real nature. So you'll get a glimpse of that at the very end of this movement. The calliope, with delusions of grandeur, the organ of the big top, the circus, attempts a romantic waltz. And the instructions for the performers are with elephantine grace. So you can imagine a string of elephants, you know, tail, nose to tail, trunk to tail, and so on. And our interpretation of the ending of it is it kind of goes off the rails a little bit. So we have a feeling that the lead elephant senses that it's dinner time, and instead of continuing around the circle of the big top, he starts to head off to dinner. So you'll hear that as well. The next movement, the third movement, an early lo-fi phonograph plays broken record variations on a 1920s dance theme. So the title of the movement is Gramophone, which, if your grandmother or great-grandmother happened to have a gramophone machine, you know that it was the precursor to the modern-day turntable. And of course, vinyl records are coming back, I'm happy to say. So, you know, we've all experienced at least watching a turntable if you don't happen to have one currently. And you know what happens when the needle starts to skip and you get the same few bars of music over and over and over again, so you're going to see that happen. The last movement actually needs no explanation, but I thought a visual would be nice. So the last movement, pinwheel, and you will imagine as you listen to this that a breeze is blowing, and sometimes there's a gust of wind, and other times it calms down. So. So please enjoy 2-bit contraptions. This last piece by Gary Shocker really speaks for itself, but I'll just say a quick word. Water music, I think you have the titles of the movements, but in case you don't, first movement waves, second movement sun, so we're at the beach. And so you'll hear the undulating of the water, the breezes, stirring up some chop, and then the sun glistening like diamonds on the surface of the water.